Welcome to the first episode of the Zoo Review, where I give you my honest opinions of exhibits that I present on my Zoo Tours channel. I'm starting with the Columbus Zoo's brand new and controversial Adventure Cove. Planned in 2016, constructed, delayed, and eventually opened in July of 2020. It's on 2 acres, though the zoo claims it's 4, and cost $40 million. There's 3 parts: a complex for sea lions, public housing for ambassador animals, and the interactive Stingray Bay. Here are the positives. You no longer have to walk 10 minutes just to see high priority animals, which for me was always the Mexican wolves. The highlight is obviously the pinniped area. I liked the man-made waves and the number of viewing areas from even ground to underwater, above, and of course the tunnel. I know Pittsburgh and St. Louis do this, but Columbus's is squared rather than curved, which allows the animals to better rest on top, and they can swim below your feet. There's 2 habitats in the show pool. I believe the water is all connected in some way, so it does add up to 375,000 gallons, and if you want to put that to scale for another part of the zoo, that is 3.5 times bigger than their aquarium. As for the Animal Encounters Village, it's very rare to find a zoo that has their ambassador animals on display, and regardless of what you think of it, I'm sure their behind the scenes ones were far worse. For the Stingray Bay, it definitely could use a name change. I'm glad that it's now free to everybody, and at 18,000 gallons, I think it's the largest stingray touch tank I've seen so far. So over here, there's no complaints. Now to the negatives. I am one of the naysayers. Just from the renderings alone, I could tell that something was off, and even in the end result, my opinion never changed. I noticed the sea lion area did get a lot of praise on my video, but if I'm being honest, I wasn't impressed. The rock is a little too fake for Columbus standards. The second habitat has no natural looking land, which isn't always bad, but it's preferred. And the tunnel is too tall or the water is too shallow, so the animals can't easily swim right over your head, which is why you probably won't find them on the left side of the tank that often. The Animal Encounters Village is what kills it for me. The theme is wild animals living in American suburbia. I know that these rotate, but a hornbill has a slide, lemurs have chairs, a kinkajou was on the kitchen floor, and Jeffroy's cats, one of the rarest cats you'll find in a zoo, were in fruit baskets. Again, I get that they rotate, but I'm pretty sure the river hog only gets this small pen, and if not, then they're somewhere at a school. The only good thing around here was the area for the tortoises. So here's what I would have done differently. Cover the viewing on the right sea lion exhibit to get rid of all the glare. Add natural elements to the San Francisco wharf, add more depth to the water to make the tunnel deeper, and combine this with the show pool to give the animals more space. For the village, simply, there's nothing more that you can do rather than just get rid of all the themes, get rid of it altogether, and or make everything at least look adequate as possible and turn them into regular habitats. Now here's a few words from the man behind the quick up-and-coming channel, Zoos Travelers. I understand the pushback of this unusual and quirky designed exhibit, especially one built by a renowned zoo like Columbus. At first, I was disappointed. Why would they build a multi-million-dollar exhibit like this when zoos all across the nation are building naturalistic themed environments? When I reflected on it, it dawned on me that this could be the first steps to a visionary change. Though the Adventure Cove has many shortcomings, I can see the vision Columbus Zoo is trying to take with this habitat. I can see it as the first step in a direction that could lead to something that we're not accustomed to, but I believe over time it will grow on the zoo enthusiast population. And that concludes this first review. Overall, we waited 6 years for a new project, and I left saying, what were they thinking? And please don't let this be a sign that the zoo needs Jack Hanna to come out of retirement. If you'd like a full tour of the Adventure Cove, you can click on that card above. Stay tuned and thank you for watching the Zoo Review.